second. Thought I saw, I don't know. I'm just checking. I thought I saw a police car. Alright. Oh. Well, it looked like I got something to say about where I'm at with this so-called other truck. So far, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't really say nothing much, but I guess I will. Let me try contemplate real quick. My vertebrae in my neck's still sensitive right now, man. It's like hurting me. You could say since between September and October when I first started on this job, this last European job right here in Chicago. I know I did start in September, I know that. Because in October, I remember when I bobtailed the truck to the library to, get something faxed or something like that by email. And, they were there celebrating Halloween on the 30th. I remember that one time with this dude that was pretty much taller than me. He almost looked exactly like Michael Myers. He was dressed up like him. Yeah, that must have been October. But I know I had started on this job in September for sure. I know that. Probably some part of October or September. Not the beginning of September. Probably early October. Probably that. I'll probably start in October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, it took me 4 months. I guess maybe I don't mind saying that. I should have been at 11 grand. It took me 4 months to reach 10 grand. 10,000 dollars. 10,000, what was it, 168 at last saw. It's now down to 122. 10,122 because I did a little grocery shopping with the ATM card, and then it came down. Oh yeah, I did a transaction to my debit to my prepaid card online, and then it left me with 122. I'm trying not to touch that 10,000. You see, I messed up pretty bad. I didn't really, had to take care of myself the right way. But what really messed me up, what really caused a severe damage to my bank account, not too severe, but really made a difference. You could say I'm shy about $1,300, $400, something like that, $1,300. And that $700 that went to the tow truck driver in Chicago, yeah, that's part of it. That's the biggest part. The second biggest part, the smaller part, the medium-sized part, is the $495 that went to the speeding ticket. Well, not the speeding ticket. It went to the lawyer. That was a lawyer fee. I paid a lawyer to reduce it or to erase it. Instead of erasing it, they only reduced it. They reduced the charge down to, 55, or I don't know what the hell they said. They reduced the consequence or the penalty plus the price of the ticket. It was at $190 something or $180 full price. So they reduce the amount of miles over the limit down to a certain speed limit, like the violation or something like that. Yeah. So That $4.95 that went to the lawyer, and $700 even that went to the tow truck driver, that added up. Let me see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You could say about $1,100, somewhere about. And a couple of other things I wasn't spending my money to, right, buying these groceries. And not only that, additionally, the T-Mobile Wi-Fi hotspot. I don't know if I have it somewhere up here. Yeah, this thing right here, the Wi-Fi, the wireless hotspot, like $56 a month, plus the cost of the cell phone. The cost to pay for the AT&T cell phone is $65 maximum. Now this is a prepaid cell phone, $65 a month for prepaid, for unlimited access, unlimited wireless. So not only that, an extra additional $30, like 2 to 3 times already, since the Wi-Fi, this right here, $30 3 more times additional, including the grocery shopping and stuff. You see what I'm saying? You see the connection? Let me show you some band selection. No, not that. Hold on a second. Wi-Fi, where is it? Data usage. The data usage on this, it came up to 94. Well, that's because I didn't pay it on time, and it stretched. It's like it put me on postpone, it put me in neutral. It's like I gotta wait for the date to charge up. I gotta wait for the date for it to charge back up. That's how these T-Mobile Wi-Fi's work. Plus that additional $30, that's for the international wireless option. They have add-ons. That's what it is. It was an international add-on. That $30 is just to help you get by. It was like for 10 days. Yeah, $30 for 10 days for 5 gigs. And that would speed up the web pages, everything. It's almost the same as using this. But it seemed like it didn't work. It went to waste. So it's like I didn't use this thing the right way. I still have a lot to learn. I had this thing since 2021, I think, or 22. Pretty much 21, I guess. But I think it was 22. It's 22. I picked this up in North Carolina? No, the other one I picked up in North Carolina. The second one, this is the second one right here. I forgot where this came from. So it's like, oh shit, oh no, that's another driver. It's like it chewed up my money so bad. I'm guessing probably I went maybe $200 to $300 over the limit, including groceries. Anyways, I don't feel too good about that, but you know what? I'm patching it up right now. And I would say I don't think it's a good idea, but anyways, I did calculate it. I wrote it down on a notepad. I calculated how much I'm getting a week. I estimated 1,200 and then 600 because my last paycheck was 605. My last 4 paychecks in a row was over $1,000 straight. 1,200 here, 1,236, 1,299, 1,300, 1,300, like four times straight, 4 weeks in a row, and then one dropped off to 600 just now. And it depends, because you gotta follow the log computer. That's the reason why my boss says he wants me to be up there ASAP, because by the time I reach there, I gotta charge back up and chase after the next load. That's the same kind of attitude I was wearing when I was driving that Western Express truck, that lease purchase truck that y'all saw me. That's the same exact attitude I said. That's how I maxed out for $2,000 4 times. Somewhere about that. It was about over $2,000 3 times. It was close to $2,000 as in 1900, like once. Yes, that was Western Express Cascadia I was driving. So that's the same kind of idea I had. So he wanted me to do the same thing on this job, and he was very strict about it. Well, not bad. I'm not only strict on myself, even though I'm trying to cut away from doing so much work. You know what? It's kind of worth the pain and suffering. And I am going through some physical pain and some suffering. But anyways, I should have had somewhere between 11 and 12,000 like right now. Instead of that, because of the tow truck charge and the lawyer fee, it's like a 10,000 plus, you know, the additional stuff, the MiFi, the phone bill, whatever, the grocery shopping, bring it down to 1,168. I'm not exactly accurate, but I know it's somewhere between, I should be at least between 11 and 12,000 like right now. I know I started on this job somewhere about October, the beginning of October or the end of September of 2023. So starting from October, November, December, January, February. This is February 12th. Pretty much somewhere about 4 months. He said I've been on this job 3 months. It could be 4 or 5. Or somewhere about 4 months. Accumulated pretty much 11,000, 12,000 in 4 months. But at the moment, because of them 2 things that got in the way, it's like it chopped me down to 10. It could have been 10, pretty much 10 and a half if it wasn't for me spazzing out on that expensive. But anyway, I didn't do too bad for 4 months. Anyway, that mechanic, like I said, he didn't really sound so sure about the price. He's only going by something else. He's going by the way he feel about me. He's going by the way, I mean, I did put on an outstanding performance. The manager just told me the second time, you got a score of 90, you're 97% good, you're okay. He just said that you fuck up. You just make mistakes once in a while. You know, it's like that. And then he kind of laughs at it and poke fun at it. Not bad. But the only thing is, that minus 3,000 points, yes. That yellow bar went past everybody else. That was poor performance in certain things, you know, like, I don't know, maybe speeding or something like, I forgot what it was. Hard braking, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, he did drop the governor down to 72 miles an hour. Damn, that shit scared me, man. Yeah, they started unloading it. The truck just boomed up and down. Yeah, he dropped the governor to 72, but the thing is, maybe I better keep my mouth shut a little bit, but anyway. Not bad. I'm used to going, as a matter of fact, that voice that started coming out now because of the camera and stuff. Yeah, it started coming out the time when I shot the video when them trucks crashed into the snow and stuff like that. Last 2 weeks or so. Yeah, I came back to headquarters and the mechanic dropped it to 72. Plus, I just found out extra about the cameras anyway. So, not only am I capable of going 72, and yes, I can go faster still. Just punch the throttle twice and it'll go up to 75 max instead of 78. If it was set at 75, you punch the throttle twice, it will go 78. If it was set at, now since it's set at 72, punch the throttle twice at 75. Not bad. I'm comfortable with this anyway. This is what I'm doing. I'm actually sticking to 69 miles an hour max on my side. I can go 72 when I have to pass them trucks. Like when I'm getting on them cars and them trucks like this, like about that far, like about maybe, I guess maybe 150 feet or 100 feet, maybe 200 feet. Then I'll just hit before the next car comes up and try to pass me. I turn the what do you call it, cruise control up to 72, and then keep my foot. I don't have to touch the pedal. I just pass them real quick and then get back in the lane and keep it at 72 and move away from them continuously, like about 500 feet or 1,000 feet. And then I drop this cruise control to 69. I stick to 69. 68 half of the time, not like for a short while. 69 is max. The reason why I chose 69 is because that thing goes off when you turn it up to 70, because the manager said that the legal speed limit for trucks is really 70, the highest. So instead of me going 70, I choose 69. He said 70, but I said 69 because that when that thing trips out and it says I forgot how it sounds. The automated voice comes out on the dashboard and it says speed limits, over speed limit. So when you have this thing, is the speedometer gauge on that thing is not, well, the speedometer gauge is accurate. The cruise control is not so accurate. It's about 99% accurate. It's like, it depends on the ground surface, up and down. If you set it at 70 and the level is going down this way, that thing is going to trip out and think that you're going 71 or over. So I set it at 69. When I set it at 69, just about 30 minutes straight, it won't say nothing. So that means if it doesn't talk that much, the camera should score points backwards or forward, negative or positive. The camera is going to tell me that I'm doing good for so long. So far, the last time I've been up in the terminal, I subtracted 3 points off my violation. He told me that while I was there having a conversation. Yeah. When I was there talking to him, I told him what I was concerned about. He kind of stayed hush quiet about a lot of things. And he did told me the mistakes I made on the logs. I said, that's not my fault. I've been doing it the right way. And the reason why I was doing it the wrong way when I was doing it the right way, he didn't tell me that I had to log out of the computer every week so the computer can refresh itself. You see, that's what messed me up. He didn't say nothing about that. Now since he told me, I also found out the hard way about them cameras. The insurance, he said the insurance ain't got nothing to do with the logbook, the log computer. But he says it has something to do with the speeding, it's making like running a stop sign, anything, like visual stuff. So anyways, I minus 3 points recently, and I'm trying hard at it. I'm going backwards now in the violation part. But at the same time, I can't really say it so hard, but for a company driver that can accumulate 11 grand or 12 grand within 4 to 5 months, that's kind of ridiculous. Because when I was driving for Navajo, when I bought that 2003 Dodge Caravan that looked almost new back in 2008, I started with Navajo trucking in November 2007 and landed on May of 2008. It took me about 6 months. 6 months to buy me a full-size minivan that was almost spotless and new, smells new. It was a 2003, but it was in perfect shape. And I bought this in Houston, Texas. It was actually on the west side of Houston or the east side. Yeah. I think it was on the east side of Houston or the west. I don't remember. I forgot the name of that section. But anyway, I bought it from a German guy in a used car dealership. And I paid like $5,890 something for the minivan. And it took me 5 months to buy that. That's because I was getting between $500 and $700 a week with Navajo's trucking. That's the same kind of pay I be getting with Western Express and every other American truck company. Between $500 and $700 a week, you're talking about half of $1,000. That's a company paycheck for American truck job. Now, with the European side, well, it's more like $1,000 a week anyways, or a little bit over. It could be 1,100, 1,098, something like that. If you ever run into a problem where you had to sit around for a while, it's going to be $500 once in a while. But most of the way, about 80%, I've been making $1,000 a week on this job, but a little bit over 1,000 and a couple of hundred. More like the highest is 1,300, the lowest 605, in between 1,200 most of the way, 1,300 once in a while, 1,200 most of the times, and 600. Oh shit. Hey, thanks, appreciate it. Yo man, I'm empty. Shit, I'm empty. Oh shit, I gotta go. Anyway, what I gotta do? Yeah, I'm empty right now. Alright, I gotta tell dispatch that I'm empty. Dispatch just sent me a text message saying, wait a minute, hold up a second. I wanna put my glove on. Put this thing up here. Damn, get off my damn gloves. Shit. Yeah, that other truck gotta go in. They got 2 other trucks in there. I'm gonna pull over to the left. God, them trucks gotta come in. Alright, I got it on personal convenience. My hours are saved. Yeah, like I was saying, dispatch said, alright, they just texted me a message saying they're looking for a load right now. They usually have them lined up in a row, but one time he said the stupid sons of, bitches, they pulled the load off of both of us for some stupid reason. He said the brokers did it, so he got upset. So now I managed to get this load again. It's like they actually pulled this one off, but now since I'm up here, I got empty. So now he said he gotta wait for another one. I'm gonna just pull over at this one spot right here. I was like here last night. I couldn't get no Wi-Fi over here, man. I had to pull away. I had to go sleep in that Lowe's parking lot. Hold up. Nah, there ain't no Wi-Fi. Stinks out here. I had the signal strength almost like 4 bars over here, and I still couldn't get my computer, my cell phone. My computer wasn't even working, man. Oh, hold up. I gotta go close the doors anyway. I don't want to park too close to that box truck. Let's sit right here. Alright, in the meantime, I can't really do nothing right now because I gotta wait for this other load to come out. So it don't make any sense to me driving to some truck stop nearby. I might as well sit right here. It don't make no sense going over to that department store or Walmart. Yeah, I might as well sit right here. So now since I move out of the way, you can see that truck is taking my spot. So it's like where I left off. Yeah. It's like On the European truck job, it seemed like it's $1,000 a week. Let me tell you the difference between this one and the other one. The one I was working on, that when I was driving that old 2019 Cascadia, that one I had to do 400. I know I said this already, but I'll say it again. I had to do 400 miles, 300 miles, 400 again, 400 once in a while, 5. You know what? Actually, they gave me what I wanted to do. I guess, I don't know. No, it's like if I ask for a certain direction, they'll give me that. Yeah. So I did like 1, 2, 3. I would actually do 4, 3, somewhere like about. I'll do close to 400 miles 4 times in 1 week and still get $1,000. And then on this one, I would do 500 and 600 miles just twice. You know, like 500 here, 600 there, just them 2 times within a 7-day period. Within a 7-day period, like between Wednesday to Wednesday, and then Friday I get paid. Within a 7-day period, I max out 2 loads, which is 500 and 600 or 5 and 5. It depends on where I'm going. If I'm going South Dakota to Chicago or North Dakota to Chicago, this is North Dakota anyway, so I'm not doing the usual, what do you call it, Chicago to South Dakota. It's Chicago to North Dakota for now. And then when I go back, wait a minute, when I go back to Chicago, it's probably going to be South Dakota next time, or maybe it might be the second time, the next time. It's random select. Depends on which truck got which load. But they said, a boss said around this time of year I should be getting the, you know, the dedicated usual run. But anyway, it's like 2 times in 1 week is $1,000. It's even better on this job. Not bad. I don't mind driving 400 miles like 4 times in 1 week on that's 4 different loads right there. I don't mind doing that. That's all right with me. It's still pretty much the same thing. 500 and 600 added on together twice. It's like, it still seems like a lot of hard work, but it's just that if I ever do 3 of them in 1 week, it's because the third one is going to kick into the next week. But yes, sometimes the third one kicks in the same week. I still just say the same thing. I guess maybe he's not telling me nothing about that part. But anyway, it's like it's better than being to me, it's better than being an American truck company. Anyway, I don't think everybody's getting paid between $5 and $700. It varies. Most of the way, I keep hearing people getting $400, $300, and $200, and they're a company driver and they're not paying for the truck. I don't understand that part. It's either somebody, you know, it's like I'm saying, the only answer to that is that somebody's not opening their mouth and they're not talking. Somebody is waiting for somebody else to clean their ass with toilet paper. That's what it is. I think that's what it is. Just about every American truck job I've been making between $500 and $700 a week. Why is it like that with me all the time? If I ever make $400, it's just because maybe I had to sit around, maybe I took time off or something. But damn, I hear people coming up to me from Western Express. I hear more than a couple of drivers coming up to me when I used to work at Western Express, telling me, all I'm getting is $300 a week, and then my last paycheck was $200, and then what else? You know, I was talking to this one Haitian guy, and then after that, you hear X amount of drivers from that. One time, when I got transferred to the over-the-road department from the LTL with FFE Transportation in Lancaster, Texas. When I started driving for the ST, they call it that's how they call it, ST, as in over the road. You drive the green trucks. The white trucks are the LTL trucks. That's less than truckload, like the local trucks. Actually, I was driving the city day cab 18-wheel tractor trailers. Some of them were pups. We had pup trailers, PUP. We had pup trailers. And we had regular 53-foot trailers. I was driving the day cab Sterling truck. And I guess maybe I was kind of slow or something like that. So I failed in that department. It only lasted a few weeks or maybe a month or so. So I switched over to the over the road department. That's where I wanted to be. They stuck me in the LTL department because I was so friggin' lame at following directions when it comes to highway signs and all that. They're thinking that I get confused too. I get confused too quick. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find out what the hell this guy's doing. He left this friggin' I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Would you believe I actually put the bolt cutter in the back of the trailer for him to pick up? You know, when I was in the loading dock just a while ago, when I had used the bolt cutter, I usually put it in the back of the trailer, right? I should have got out and looked to see if anything was in there. He came out and got the bolt cutter. I knew it. The other guy that was supposed to drive the forklift in there, I was fixing to say, yo, I left the bolt cutter in there. The reason why I didn't say nothing, because they usually brush me off and ignore me. You know what I'm saying? So now he comes back and get the bolt cutter. I actually left the bolt cutter in there because I was waiting for them to pick it up. That's what they usually do. Anyway, he left it. Yeah, he just took the bolt cutter now. I can't believe this. I would have saw it and give it back to him anyway. The thing is, yeah, it's like I can't understand why. You see, you know what it is, man? It's that it's not really self-centered. I think laziness got something to do with it. Ignorance got something to do with it. You know, dumbness. I don't know what to say. And then I heard they said that I heard one or two drivers from Western Express saying that they got $50 a week for being on a trainer's truck. It didn't go that way with me. I had $400 exact, even. I got paid $400 a week for being on a trainer's truck all the time, from start to finish. Like the first 2 weeks, the first week, yes, they had to skip it. The second week, yes, I got paid $400. $400 even, being in training on a trainer's truck. I don't see how they do it. And every other truck company from FFE all the way to Western Express, between 2001 and 2022, except the private truck jobs, they don't count. Minus them, the car carrier, the private dry van, you know the routine, the little side jobs where you get paid under the table cash. Yeah, I did that, but that doesn't count. That doesn't matter. That's not in the system. That's not gonna be found. I didn't get paid by checking on it. We didn't follow those rules. It's more like I've been to 4 different truck companies, or 5. Each one of them is between 500 and 700, and once in a while 800 to 900. It's close to 1,000 once, from beginning to end. And now, after the American truck jobs, now I'm doing 2 European truck jobs, and I'm making 1,000 a week. Anyways, I think somebody ain't opening up their mouth and asking for what they want. You're waiting for somebody to do stuff for you. That's what's happening. That's the kind of attitude this country right here got, man. I'm seeing it. That's why the cops keep on busting people up and shooting people. That's why the cops getting shot. All kinds of shit going on. Y'all killing each other. Damn. Nah, it's like, you know, it seems according to what I'm observing, most people are waiting for others to clean the ass for them. It's not gonna go that way. I'm not saying I ain't trying to burst nobody's bubble. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but it is what it is. To tell you the truth, I am fucking pissed off and disgusted at this shit. I don't like those kind of people. I hate them. Most of them are learning the lesson the hard way. They're winding up dead in the casket. They're in the county morgue, rotting. They're rotting in the graves with flies and maggots. Nah, I don't care. I don't care if you don't like it. It is true. It ain't gonna go no other way. It's a plain, simple killing field. That's where this is. I'm not saying truck driving have nothing to do with that, but yeah, that's a part of the attitude. It will get you there. You're gonna do a lot of crazy things and get yourself in trouble. Doing drugs, whatever. But man, all I can say is, you know, my main reason for shooting the video is because it's more like, I'm assuming it's a month and a quarter or a month and a half that I have left. I don't have there ain't no basic there's no basic price about how much the truck costs. He's going by how he feel about me. So far, he sound pretty intelligent about it. I'm getting the impression that he's gonna let that truck for skimpy dollars. That's what it sounds like. Since I'm busting my tail so hard on this job and the managers say I'm a good driver and all kinds of things, I deliver the load on time. The mechanic knows that, he knows that, they all know it. It's more like, I'm saying, it seems like he's leaving it in my hands to make the choice, like how much the truck should cost. That's what it sounds like, because it doesn't matter how many times I approach him. He said, all right, yeah, maybe this and that, you know. He sounds like he's not too sure. He's leaving it in my hands to decide what the price is. So I guess I'm gonna come up with how I feel. This guy really does bust his ass, and he's the only one fixing them trucks. I would say, I would like to stretch, well, I was hoping to buy this truck by the end of March or the beginning of April or in the middle of March, which is next month. But I'm gonna say, let me start off, I would say, let me explain my situation to him, and maybe I'll say 13,000. 18 is a little bit too high. It's a little bit too soon. 13,000. Guess what? I know 3 trucks that cost close to that amount. I know 2 of them so far. They got a mint looking condition international on the website. I know I can't show it to you right now. It's a brown, it's like a brownish orange, it's a brown orange mix, like a brown international. It looks almost like new, and they say it's $12,000 for that. It's a 2014, I think. A 2014, or maybe it's a 2012, I don't remember. And they got a 2008 that I saw in person. It costs, the mechanic, one of the mechanics that's supposed to be in charge of doing the wheel alignment on this truck in Chicago, I found one in Chicago, and he showed it to me. I looked at it, I touched it, I kind of climbed into it, and he says that one cost $12,000. It was a 2008. Not only that price is a little bit too high, it looked like a piece of trash to me. It has a lot of rust on the frame. It looks a little scarier than the Volvo that's sitting in the bushes, but it does run. I didn't see it turn on. He didn't tell me. He told me that there's no problems wrong with it. I don't fall for that no more. Those days are back in the 1990s and the 1980s. You know how they are. They sound like they're telling the truth, and the truck looks scary to you, or the car looks scary. You don't want to fall for that. Don't even touch it. It didn't look too nice on the inside either. between this truck and that Volvo sitting in the bushes, both of these trucks look better. You might say this one is active and it looks better and safer, and that Volvo I showed you, it looks scary as hell. That International, it's in one piece just like this truck, but it doesn't look satisfactory to me. I don't like it. I don't want to touch it, and I'm not going to waste my money on that. Yes, they have trucks that cost $10,000, $12,000. One time in the flyer about 2011, when I was looking at the flyer in 2011 on my laptop computer, I saw one that cost $3,400. It had 1 million miles on it. It was a Sterling, a full roof, full roof, double bunk Sterling, Sterling, Sterling. It had 1 million miles and they were letting it go for $3,400. It's too bad I didn't have a job at the time. I was sitting in my mom's guest room. I was sleeping in the guest room, but I was messing around with a laptop computer, and that's what I saw. So it's like, you could say, oh yeah, wait a minute. He said he was also he's gonna start working on it. He's gonna, somewhere in the month of March, he's gonna get to it. He says right now he has a couple of trucks dealing with that he's fixing. Like I said, they already got rid of 2 black ones. I think it was a black Peterbilt that looked something like this Kenworth. It was in better, it was in more mint condition looking. They got a black Peterbilt that was sitting next to that Volvo in the bushes, and they got another black one somewhere. I don't know which truck that was, but both of them got bought and sold by one of them drivers on this truck company here. So I'm the third one to go after the black one. I'm choosing the Volvo. I want the Volvo. You see the Freightliner or Volvo, but the Volvo is better. The older Volvos, is what I want. But after that, it's gonna, I'm gonna try my hardest and chase after a 25, 26 Cascadia. I'm gonna try not to touch the 24. That's just my choice. I don't have no real reason behind it. I think I deserve the best. That's how I feel. But anyways, I ain't trying to brag so much, so don't build your hopes up. I can't see what's gonna happen to me. You see, I just gained a $500 scale ticket, like last week Friday. Let me see, Saturday. 3 days ago. 3 days ago I gained a scale ticket. Maybe I could show it to you. I don't know. I don't have to. You just take my word for it. I'm fixing to do something else right now. Yes, that's gonna subtract from the money. But that estimate that I wrote down, it's not exactly perfect. It's more than likely I'm gonna be making a little bit more money above 1,200 a couple of times. Now I'm gonna get my ass in gear. I'm gonna try to spend money at the right time and not at the wrong time. It scared me to death to find out that I could have been at $11,000 or $12,000 right now, and now I'm at $10,122. 11 or 12 ain't gonna kill me. $1,100, went to waste. Ain't gonna really kill me that bad, since I ain't got, I ain't got a house or no family or nothing. It's not that bad of a threat, but I should do better than that. I should not let that happen. I need to, I can't excuse myself. And now, since he told me about the rules, about the cameras and what's supposed to happen, I had to find out the hard way. You see, if I had known, I wouldn't be going this far. But anyways, I'm minus 3 points off of my record. I still got a long ways to go. I gotta wait at least, I gotta give it at least 4 more months between now and then, and see what happens. In the meantime, I don't know if I'm getting that Volvo for sure, but anyways, I know I'm 90% sure that I'm gaining on it still. It seems like I'm gonna get it in March. I could buy it right now, but it's not ready to drive yet. He didn't even start on it yet. It's more like I'd rather not. Oh yeah, he said I could put a down payment on it if I want, or don't have to, whichever I choose. So it's more like I'm not gonna. I'd rather not put a down payment. I want all my money in the bank because I can't see the future. I don't know what's gonna happen. I can't tell if I'm gonna lose a job or not. I don't know. We don't know. It could be anything. You might get laid off on the job. The loads might not fly. I don't know. Anything can hit you. Crisis, whatever. So the safest thing to do is for me to keep all the money, and after that, while I'm here stashing away between February 12th and March 30th. Actually, on the 25th, the DOT cop is giving me an extended date to pay that scale ticket. It's $500. So you might say it might not cost that much of a damage. It's inexcusable to my side. I'm sorry. I'm mad at myself for that. I know I don't care if you want to cuss me out. Feel free to do it. Call me a bitch if you want, but it's not really a nice thing to do. I don't like it. Anyways, all I can say is, yes, by March 30th, I should see, that's if I keep myself on a stable level without any interruptions, I should see between 16 grand or 17 the highest. 16 and 17, maybe a little higher, I don't know. Somewhere between 16 and 17 grand. But at the same time, y'all know it, in the truck paper, you can see you could get decent trucks better than that. They look just as good as this one right here. Like, this is a what, 2000, what did he say, 2015, 16? I think it's a 2016. This is a 2016 Kenworth. You can see it's kind of, you know, it's what, 880,937 and 6 miles. Okay, this truck is like 8 years old, and they got trucks in the paper for 12,000, 15,000, and once in a while 10. And not only that, I've seen one in person for 12,000. Yeah, 12. Yeah, for real. I know 2 internationals that cost exactly 12,000. I've seen them. One in the flyer, and they got one in Chicago right now that I saw in person. I already went inside of it. Both of them cost 12,000. I don't want to touch them. And not only that, my boss warned me about it. He said, don't touch the international. I said, I know that. I never had them in mind. It's much better probably I get this Volvo out of the bushes, because it seems like I have a random select price. I'm the one choosing the price. I'm not going to give him no shitty ass deal. Like, maybe you should choose 5. Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe $5,000. I'm going to go ahead and see what he did to it. I'll probably test drive it first. Test drive it first. See how I feel about it. And then I'll come back and pay him a certain price. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it that way. Alright, man. Enough is enough. I don't need to be talking no more. Let me go see what the dispatch got in the store. I've been talking too much. If y'all hear from me, or if you don't hear from me, don't worry about it. Maybe it's because I'm in a bad mood. And I always am. But anyways, just to say that I caught my mood at the right time to do this video. So I'll check y'all later.